Dear students, this is question number 1. It's exercise 5b, book 4, 8th edition. A function f is defined by fx 1 upon 4x minus 3. Find the inverse of function f inverse x. Okay, now we are going to start f inverse. So see, I'm going to tell you how to solve it. Previously we were solving just fx. Now we have to find out f inverse of x. So the given equation is fx is equal to 1 upon 4x minus 3. This is our equation, and we have to find out the inverse of x. So you know that fx is equals to y. Well, right now we are supposing that fx is equals to y. This is our main equation, and now right now I am making a star over it. I am considering fx is equals to y. Now you know that fx is equals to this equation 1 upon 4x minus 3 and fx is equals to y. So we can compare these two equations, these two terms. So now in place of fx that is equal to y, so I am taking y is equals to 1 upon 4x minus 3. What I have done, I have just written y and written this equation because fx is equals to y. In place of fx I have used y and I have copied the same equation over here. Now here we have to make x as a subject. This x I am going to make this x as a subject. So how we can make it? We will keep x over here on this side and we'll shift 3 on that side of the equation. So that is y plus 3 is equals to 1 upon 4x, and see 1 upon 4, if we shift this term on this side, so it would be 4 is dividing over here. If we shift on this side of the equation, 4 is dividing over here, so if we shift on this side it would multiply, and 1 is multiplying with the x, and if we shift to this side it would divide, so no need to write 1 in the denominator. Then copy is equal to an x, so 4 times y is 4y plus sign, and then 4 times 3 is 12. So this is x. Now I'm shifting x is equals to 4y plus 12. I have just changed the sides, y same x and 4y upon 12. So this is our equation. We have taken out the value of x, but we have to find out f inverse of y. What we have to find, sorry, f inverse of x, and we don't know what is the f inverse of x. Right now we know what x is, but now what we have to find out f inverse of x. So now we are going to use this information. We know that fx is equals to y, that is mentioned over here, that fx is equals to y. And what will happen if I shift y on this side and x on this side? It would inverse. F inverse of y, that would be equal to x. If we shift y in place of x and x in place of y, so the function would be inverse. And we know the value of x. Here is the value of x. So I am using value of x in this equation. So the value of x is 4y plus 12. Now what we have to do, we have to use the variable x in place of y. Now shift the variable, so that is f inverse of x is equals to 4x plus 12. So we have found out f inverse of x. See again what we have done. First of all, this is the equation that is given in the question. I have changed the function into equation, and we have considered fx is equals to y. See very clearly, we have just suppose, you can write let fx is equals to y. We have just supposed that fx is equals to y. Now there are two values that are equal to fx is equals to y, and fx is equals to 1 upon 4x minus 3. So I have written in place of fx. See, in place of fx I have used y, and whole equation I have copied as it is. Now I have made x as a subject, and when I have taken out the value of x after working, I got 4y plus 12. And we know that again I have used the same information, fx is equals to y, and because I have to find out f inverse of x, so I have written fx is equals to y, and I have shifted the variables y in place of x and x in place of y. So f inverse of y is equals to x, and f inverse of y is the value of x is, I have just copied out this value of in place of x, the value of x, and whole of the equation I have copied as it is. And now just change the variable in place of y, because we have to find out the f inverse of x. So in place of y I have used x and I got the value.